Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Liana. I'm a clinical psychologist and EP consultant at Soul's Health. I would like to start off this video by asking how is everyone doing and how are you guys coping during this period. I'm sure as individuals, many of us wear multiple hats during our daily lives. So in this video, I'm going to share how I cope based on each hat that I wear. Hat number one, how do I cope as a mental health practitioner? So as a mental health practitioner, during this period we had to transition from face-to-face therapy sessions to online therapy sessions, and it wasn't an easy task. So what I did is I ensured that I get myself equipped on the do's and don'ts of online counseling, and to ensure that I read up on articles and journals to equip myself better to provide therapy online. Apart from that, I also received multiple questions from clients asking on my opinions on this current issue that we're currently facing. So because of that, I ensure that I read reliable sources, keyword reliable, to ensure that I convey the right information to my client. Hat number two, how do I cope as a daughter? So as a daughter, I feel very grateful as both my parents and I are on the same page when it comes to health and safety of each other. Even though they live like a few blocks away from me, but we have a mutual understanding to limit our visitations during this period, as we are susceptible to two high-risk groups. Number one, my parents being in the elderly group of more than 60 years old, whereas for me, I have a baby in the household. But despite these kind of limitations, I tend to ensure that I call my parents at least once a day, or maybe once in 2 days, to check up on them. And also, if me or my husband does our weekly grocery shopping, I would call them up to see if I could assist them in buying some of the necessities, so that they're able to limit themselves to face high volume of shoppers. Hat number three, how do I cope as a mother? As a mother to an 11-month-old baby, this is where I tend to struggle a little bit more in terms of coping. But first things first, the most important thing that I tell myself is self-care. So for self-care, I try to set a schedule to ensure that I have time for prayers, meals, shower, because I find it very important to take care of myself first before I could take care of my baby's needs. And speaking of schedules, my husband and I would share each other's daily schedules the day before, as both of us are currently working from home now, so that we could plan out and take turns to take care of our baby when each of us have to attend to like conference calls and important work matters. However, as a normal human being, at times I do feel so stressed and overwhelmed having to juggle so many things. So what do? I would take a step back and try and ground myself at the present moment and perform some deep breathing techniques when I feel anxious. If I feel too overwhelmed, I would request for a short time out for myself from my husband, so that I would recompose and regather myself before proceeding with my tasks. And also, there are times when my mind tends to take control and start questioning, like for example, whether I'm a good mother, have I made sure that my baby is sleeping, is able to sleep properly, or is fed properly. So, and also questions like why can't he stop crying, this and that. So, but all these questions tend to fade away when at the end of the day I manage to see a smile from my baby and that peaceful face that he has when he sleeps. These signs tells me that, hey, you're doing alright. And I would also give myself a pat on the back and tell myself, you've got this, mama. So there you go. Those are some ways that I cope during this stage, and take care and stay safe everyone. Assalamualaikum.